this week we are adding 2 more properties. When you have a base b raised to the log base b of x, it just equals x. In other words, this gets just canceled out. So if I have 3 to the log base 3 of 7, then that would just equal 7 because this part would be canceled. Likewise, if I have e to the natural log of x, because any natural log is base e is implied to be there, then that cancels out and you just get x. And so if I have e to the natural log of 5, that would just equal 5. And we're going to use that fact to solve equations using logarithms and exponents. For a logarithmic equation, there's a log or a natural log in the equation. Okay, so if I have something written log of x, that would be base 10. If I have something written log base 2 of x, that'd be base 2. So that would mean 2 to some power equals x. If I have ln of x, that means the base is e. So we have 10, base 2, or base b, whatever that number is. You can exponentiate each side. So raise each side, or make each side the base of whatever the base is in the logarithm. So then you make it the base of each side of the equation. I'm not sure if I explained that right, but here I have log base 10 of 2. So my base is 10. So 10 is the base. 2 is the power. And x is what it equals. In other words, we have 10 to the second equals x. So my x value is going to be 100. If you exponentiate each side, and I rewrite it, making 10 the base of this side and 10 the base of the other side, remember from the property, this cancels out. So what I get is x equals 10 squared. So whatever the base is in the logarithm, if you isolate that logarithm, you can make the base each side. So if I subtract 5, I have 2 natural log of x equals negative 1. Divide by 2, so now I have negative 1/2. But now my base is e here, so if I make e the base of the left side and e the base of the right side, this cancels out, so my answer is e to the negative 1/2. Here I'm going to divide by 2. My base is 5. So I make 5 the base of the left side and 5 the base of the right side, so that just cancels out. So I'd get 3x equals 25. Then I divide by 3. So my answer is x equals 25/3. Putting something just in exponential form would also solve the equation once you've isolated the logarithm. All right, so we have exponential equations. What you have to do is isolate the term with the variable in it. Then you take the log or the natural log of both sides of the equation using the properties to isolate the variable. So my base here is e, so that means I'm going to use natural logs because my base is e. I divide by 4, so I have 84 divided by 4 is 21. Then I'm going to take the natural log of both sides, put the power down in front as a coefficient because that's one of the properties. And then I could divide both sides by natural log of e. Natural log of e is just 1. It's one thing for you to remember. So my answer is just natural log of 21. Here I have base 2. So I'm going to use logarithms. Divide by 3. So I get 14. Then I take the log of both sides. Put the x down in front. Divide by log 2. Okay, and so my answer is log 14 divided by log 2. Here I have addition. When you have addition, the base is the same. And remember, it works just if this is a natural log or an log log. Either the rules work the same. I'm going to make this, let's just leave it as logarithms. I'm going to make it multiplication because addition turns into multiplication. And I'm going to make this 2 natural log x. So now, oh, I was going to change it to logarithm. So this has to be a logarithm also. Then the base is 10. So I'm going to make 10 the base of each side. But before doing that, I'm going to make that a power. Now this is gone and this is gone. So now what I have is x minus 2 or 2x minus 3 equals x squared. I'm going to FOIL this together, so I get 2x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 6. It's a quadratic now, so I'm going to put the x squareds on both sides, or move everything to the left side. So I get x squared minus 7x plus 6, oh goodness, equals 0. Now I can factor that. X minus 6, x minus 1. Multiplies to give positive 6, adds to give negative 7. So my two answers are going to be 6 and 1. Okay, when you have a quadratic, you have two answers for a possibility. So you're going to go to Delta Math and do the solving exponential equations and logarithmic equations assignment. This would be back to the drawing board. Reach out if you have questions, folks.